Why do I think this will be a good idea? Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. I am not gonna lie, I am quite nervous about doing this and honestly am probably thinking it's not a good idea, but I have just recently got to 100 books on Goodreads. I have read 100 books this year in 2025. 100 books was my goal, which I thankfully have gotten that with Jurassic Park. This was my most recent book that I just completed, and it's got me thinking. Today is currently the 21st of November in Australia. My brain was thinking, well, we've got a little around 5-ish weeks until we get to the end of the year. 5 weeks to read a certain amount of books. So I want to see how much I can actually read in the next couple of weeks to complete 2025. Now, my goal is hopefully to get another 10-15 books in. Will that happen? I really don't know, but it's definitely going to up the stakes. And the way we're going to do this is that we are going to be doing 3 different reading challenges at different levels. This is going to be a 3-part series. So the first one, which is this video, is going to be a normal 24-hour readathon. I am going to be doing the stop, pause, play method, where every time I'm listening or reading a book, I will be playing that timer, and then as soon as I stop reading, I will pause that timer. I really want to see how much I can actually read within a 24-hour slot, and this is going to be the best way to do it. I do have a nearly 1-year-old child, but because of that, I am quite busy on a daily basis. This video is going to be for 24-hour reading challenge, and then the second one is going to be 48, and the third one is 36. Interrupting very early in this video, but I have found through editing that I have actually explained this really badly. So I'm going to quickly explain it, very summarized. The challenge is going to be set in 3 videos, and each video is going to be set with different amount of hours. So the first video, which is one that we're currently in, that is going to be 24 hours. The second one is going to be 48 hours. The third one is 72 hours. Previous Sam said it was going to be 36. It is not. It will be 72 hours. So 24, 48, 72. So that is the whole challenge. Now that I have explained that properly, I'm going to go back to past Sam and she can continue to tell you more about what's happening. Let's be real here. I don't even know if I'm actually going to pass this. I'll probably try and attempt all different 3 of them. I also need to get through a couple of current reads that I am already like halfway in the middle of or started. I will be getting through those, and they are still going to be counted in my opinion because I have still technically started the book, but I haven't finished it, and I want to see how many books I can finish. The first book that we're going to be reading physically will be this book right here, Under Pressure by Laurie Foster. It is part of my November TBR, and I have actually been really wanting to read this book. I'm going to be reading this tonight. I will probably be reading this every night physically. However, during the day, I do read a lot of audiobooks. Read audiobooks. I mean, technically yes, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I'm going to pop up the audiobook right here. This is the book that I'll be starting very shortly, which is also part of my November TBR, and I really want to read that book this year. we've got the book now. We are going to be starting this book as audiobook. I've got a couple things to do in the house, and while I do that, I will be listening to Quicksilver. I am super excited for this book, but it's about Ceres and Kingfisher, and it's got fae powers and magic, and she enters a different world, and in order to go home after entering this world, she needs to get along with Kingfisher and fight her way back. I'm very excited for this, so we're going to start the timer, and we're gonna start it right now. Here we go. All right, let's get reading. Okay, it's been roughly an hour. It's been a little bit over an hour. I didn't want to stop in the middle of a chapter, so we're 15 minutes over, but that's okay. Wow, this book is awesome. I am currently on page 68, chapter 6. This is so good. Oh my gosh. I knew this book was going to be amazing. I highly anticipated this was going to be a 5-star, potentially a 6-star book for me. And it's so good already. Absolutely love Ceres. We have met Death, which I'm guessing is Kingfisher. I'm so excited. I've got a lot of hours left. I don't know if this is a great book to choose considering it's a chunker, and originally it takes about like 21-ish hours to finish this book, but I'm listening to 2 times speed. I was actually thinking about going 2.5, but I am enjoying it so much that I'm gonna stick with 2. Normally I go to 2.5, but I am really enjoying the audiobook for this. So far, so good. I really like Ceres. She's a really funky character, very strong-minded woman. I really am enjoying this like power aspect and this world that she is currently in, but I have a feeling that we're going into the new world very shortly. We've only had a glimpse, like a very small glimpse of Kingfisher. I don't even know if I'm actually gonna start Under Pressure because I'm just loving this already. It's so good. Can't wait to continue. So I am gonna keep cleaning and spending some time with Z, and I will update you later. Update is next day, and we have been going for nearly 5.5 hours right now, and we have started 2 books. We've got Quicksilver and Under Pressure. Quicksilver, we are page 182, chapter 13. I started this book last night and I read a little bit this morning, and I'm on page 86 at the moment. This one I don't have the audiobook for, so I will be reading this one physically. And I didn't really talk much about this one yesterday. It's about a guy named Lise, I think that's how you pronounce his name. So Lise, and he is a bodyguard, and he's been hired with his company called Body Armor to protect this girl named Catalina. And there's this whole thing, mystery about this girl and why she is constantly trying to run away from everybody, and they try to find out what's the problem while trying to protect her. And so far, it's okay. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. It was very insta attraction, but over the point. And the whole trust thing from Catalina's point of view, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel, it feels very fairy tale-like. It's a 300-page book, and there is a bonus chapter bonus story in this one as well. So I believe it's like up to like 317 pages and then the rest is like a bonus. So I will be reading that story as well. It seems more like a palate cleanser. I'm not really vibing, but then I'm also not bored at the same time. I don't know how to describe that. I'm not sure if I like Catalina in this one at all. I feel like she's very skittish and very cautious to the point of like cowardice in a way, but then also she's depicted as being very strong and brave at the same time for what she like, for running away and like keep holding her ground in a sort. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. I really don't know about my thoughts. I'm hoping it gets better and hoping that there's a character development, but we'll see. But this book, it is amazing. It is so good that I went and bought the next book ready to go. I need to get the first book of the special editions or deluxe editions, what they call, because this one has the orange, whereas Quicksilver has like the silver. So I need to get that. But oh my goodness, it is so good. I have cracked up laughing so many times. The banter between Kingfisher and Ceres is perfect. I even said to Jake how this series is probably either gonna rival or be just under Enquiries series, which is my absolute favorite series in the world, and I'm just loving it so much. I'm upset that I waited this long, but then also I'm really happy that I did, because when I was gonna read it, I was sick, and if I had read it then, I don't think I would have enjoyed it this much. But oh my goodness, it's so good! The attraction, the tension between the two, it is to die for. Now I'm a bit in and I'm I'm like a third now and understand why it's called Quicksilver, and it's just fantastic. It's so good. But yeah, so I am absolutely loving this. I have been listening to the audiobook while I do things around the house and clean, and it is a little bit late in the day today because we did go to the shops, as I said, because we got brimstone and we had to buy a couple things for Christmas and all that stuff. I'm gonna keep listening to the audiobook while I make dinner, and I might read some more of Under Pressure tonight before bed. Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep reading and I'll update you guys soon. Alright, update. We haven't done too much reading today. It is the next day, but we're currently at 9 hours and 13 minutes, so we still have a lot to go. I have read quite a decent chunk off of Under Pressure. I have around 75 pages left of the main story and then around 75 pages left of the novella. I'm still confused whether I like it or not, and I'm kind of leaning towards not really liking it right now. It's just so boring at this point. I want something to happen, but it doesn't. I don't know. I'm just not really liking the main girl character in this book. She's kind of annoying me in terms of how she's supposed to be set as a really brave person, but then she's got that hypocritical aspect of very cowardly as well. There is a good point of being pushy to a certain extent, and she's pushy with the whole romance. Pushy, like too much pushy, which is kind of, I don't know, it's not done well in my opinion. And also the whole situation with the guy as well, with the whole pushiness. Both of the characters are just not great. The whole situation with the mystery element and the whole bodyguard thing is just not my favorite. Like, I was really excited about this whole bodyguard situation, but it's not really living up to what I was expecting. Kind of getting really difficult to finish at this point. I am hoping that it gets a little bit better now that we're kind of nearing the end of the main story. So a little bit disappointed, not gonna say the least. The rest of the series, I will read the rest of the series because I am a psycho in that aspect. But yes, I was debating on reading another book, which I have started. That's on my Kindle. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to continue that today. We'll see, but I think I'm just gonna push through and keep going with this book. Let's just keep reading this one and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can finish it today. Good morning. So I kind of went a little rogue yesterday. I didn't read more than one chapter of Under Pressure, and I was just I needed a little break from it because it was just boring me out. But I also didn't want to listen to Quicksilver or read Quicksilver because I was really enjoying it. So I went on my Kindle and I started reading a book that I started a while back called The Empath by Bonnie Vanek. It's like a werewolf supernatural. It's just like a palate cleanser. So I just needed to have something so I could complete. I'm at 44%. I've got 2 hours and 40 minutes left. In the middle of 3 books currently, and hopefully we can finish up on today. I'm just gonna eat my breakfast and I'll see you later. Okay, so quick update. We are 17 hours and 36 minutes in, just a little bit less of 6.5 hours left. With The Empath, which is the Kindle book, we've got an hour and 20 minutes left. We've got about 3 hour and 20 minutes left with Quicksilver as well. And with Under Pressure, we've got about an hour left. So if I'm able to complete all these books, I'll have 3 books completed and possibly starting a new book. I looked at the novella in this book and what series it's in, and it's part of a 3-book series, but they're all novellas, and the second book is actually a comprised author book, which means that there is 3 different stories in this book. One of them is the novella for that series, and then the other 2 are by different authors. So I've actually just omitted to not reading it. Anyway, my little boy has woken up, so I'm gonna go grab him. I guess we better just keep going, shouldn't we? We'll just keep going. However, we're currently at 20 hours and 7 minutes. I have finished off The Empath by Bonnie Vanek. I'm gonna give it probably 2.5. I did enjoy possibly the first half of it, and then it was just, the conclusion was very quick. I didn't really like the main female character. Some of her thought processing was kind of silly in my opinion, because she literally shifted into a werewolf. And then she's like, no, I'm not a werewolf. She was able to heal and all these different things. And she's like, no, that's not me. Like, literally shifted. You're literally healing animals. Actually healing them from the brink of death, like, with your hands. Like, what do you mean you're not a werewolf? Dracon, Nara, whatever they're called. So, yeah, not the best. We are back. We have 21 hours and 15 minutes in. So we've got roughly around 2 hours and 45 minutes left till this 24-hour readathon is completed. And oh my gosh, this one is taking me so long to finish, but it normally won't take that long. I'm normally reading so much more. But anyway, I have finished off Under Pressure, just the main novel, and it was okay. Not the best. It really lost me once we got midway. I am going to give this one 2 stars. I didn't like it that much. Body armor security agency aspect, where they were bodyguards, I really liked that aspect, but like, I didn't even realize this is a sequel to a series, so now I gotta go back and read those other books, but just happy that it's done, thank goodness. However, this book I am absolutely still loving. I'm probably going to read the rest, which is probably going to be roughly 2 hours worth. I'm not 100% sure. My dog Rufus just knocked the camera over, so if it's in a different spot, that's why. So I'm gonna finish off reading Quicksilver. I can't wait to finish it, but I'm so upset that it's gonna end so soon. I've got about 80 pages left, and where I'm currently at is that Ceres and the gang are going somewhere, and it's just prime time, guys, prime time. So when Zeke goes down for his nap, this is where I'm going to be just sprawled out on the couch and finishing up Quicksilver. But yeah, I will see you then. We're at this many hours. I just finished Quicksilver. I'm gonna get back to you guys. I need a bit. Just a little. I just need a second to wrap my head around everything that I just read. We are at 22 hours and 38 minutes. Okay, Quicksilver. 6-star. Straight away. This book, a lot happened in those 80 pages. A lot happened in those 100 pages actually. But oh my gosh, that was insane. Wow. I don't know, maybe because it was so long. Normally with these types of romanticises, I kind of just like quick, 2-3 days, get it done. But this took me well over 2-3 weeks to finish because it was so busy. But it was fantastic. The banter was fantastic. Characters were amazing. Everything about it was phenomenal. The twists, the interlude to the next book, fantastic. Because we have an hour and a half left, I could technically like read like a novella or something like that, but I kind of don't want to start a new book right now. Shocking. I am actually thinking about reading one of the books that I have started a while ago, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. The book I'm going with now is Empire of the Vampire. I have been trying to read this for so long. I was reading this actually in my first 24-hour reading challenge, but I will definitely be finishing it off in the next one, which will be the 48-hour readathon. Yeah, I think it's kind of ironic that I'm going from this book to this book. You read Quicksilver, you'll know why it's kind of ironic. This book is about Gabriel de Leon. He is the last of the Silver Saints, which is a group that would hunt and kill vampires. His whole entire world has been overrun with vampires, and he's the last remaining Silver Saint left. He is telling the story while he is currently in jail to a vampire, and the vampire is recollecting everything in a notebook while Gabriel is telling the story of his entire life. I will see you when I am reading this book. Finally done it. 24 hours. I did go over 4 minutes because I wanted to finish off the chapter that I was at, but I did read a couple chapters of this book, and I think I'm now like halfway through Empire of the Vampire, which is fantastic because I have been on this book since October. So I read 3 books in this 24 hours, and I think I did pretty good, and I just kept reading a little bit of this, which is pretty decent, I suppose. So hopefully in the next one, which is the 48 hours, we will do more, and I will probably be continuing this one there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy reading, everybody. Bye.